Alright, kids, I hope you had a good enough break. From the sanguine to the cerulean, from a blade of woe to our drafting pencil. We're gonna have some fun, we're gonna maximize our steps. And just as a side note, I've been looking for an excuse forever, besides just using them in the kitchen, to show off my set of chef's knives, because they are that nice, stunning cobalt, so I'm glad I got the chance to do it in the thumbnail. And with that, let's just jump into the game. Once again, Skulk Chat is open for anyone who wants to join, and unlike last time where I realized that Chrissy was a little slower to react than usual, I realized I wasn't streaming in Discord to the Skulk Chat, so they couldn't react until they saw it on the stream. We're not making that mistake tonight. Also, I've taken the liberty of redoing all my notes, my to-do list, and I have it typed up this time. It's nice and clean. It's a little easier to make sense of. So hopefully, we can work through this to-do list methodically. Alright, so before we get into this, let me go back out, make sure the YouTube live chat is centered in OBS so that I can keep an eye on it. And now, we'll grab our allowance. These poor vases. And then let's see what we can draft in our outer room today. Alright, so we have the tool shed, the root cellar, and the hovel. Do the tool shed, and we'll see what we got. We have a sledgehammer and a battery pack. 2 out of the 3 things that we need for a couple of our to-do list items. So if we find the broken lever today, and we have a workshop, we're in good shape. Can you believe it takes 5 steps just to get to the outer room? We start every day now with 70. Okay, we're gonna put the courtyard in. And since we have a sledgehammer, we don't have to worry about the lock on this. No shovels today. We'll put the hallway, not security. Don't forget to pick up our key. But in our bedroom, because that is our goal today, we want to maximize our steps. Okay, cool. We have a die. That'll come in handy. We don't want to backtrack too much, so we're going to go ahead and put on our west wing doors. Okay, we have a workshop. And we have a broken lever. Which means sledgehammer, battery pack, broken lever, assemble. We have our power hammer. Now we can get to busting down some walls. Let's redraw. We'll put in the nurse's station. Okay. So with the power hammer, let me make sure. Yes. First two things I want to do with that power hammer. I want to go down here because we have walls to bust down in both the precipice area and our basement area. I just knew which wall I was breaking down in the basement. Okay, that's actually our foundation. So, that's good. Da, 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 da. I also really wish I had a shovel, because around here there is a clue piece that we need. Oh, is that it? Is that the wall we need to break down? We can't get to it from here. Okay, no, that is not the wall we need to break. I did find more info on the gear puzzle, so we are going to be looking at that closer today. Alright, it keeps saying break a wall in the basement, but I don't see where. Because it is actually supposed to give us a shortcut from our basement to the reservoir. I don't think it's in our foundation here. Oh, I think it's just this wall. But let's go to our precipice real quick. Okay. And this is going to be our ongoing goal as well. Is we're going to be focusing on trying to get the rooms that we need to solve that chest puzzle. Alright, there's our big hint, is castle. That's for another puzzle, but we do want to make sure that we had that. If I keep looking down, it's because my phone is currently on charge, but the wireless charger is making it move because of the magnetism, so I have to make sure that it's staying on charge. Okay, so let me mark these off real quick. So power hammer in precipice room. Basement sealed entrance. So the greenhouse, the weight room, and the freezer are the other places that we need to use this power hammer. Alright, let's go back to the bedroom. Pick up our 2 steps again. We will put in a kennel. Oh, hello, puppy. I will not be afraid of the chapel. Okay, we'll spend a gem, put in a drawing room. You know, I really wanted something that would actually keep leading north. Well, I need the stars anyways, so... What do we got today? We have Clavis, the key. Farmer's apple, the twins. Southern Cross, and the slice. Okay, door's locked. Alright, there's the weight room. And even though we're trying to maximize our steps, I'm gonna take that hit. Because the... Whoop. Apparently there is a wall here. Yep, there's a wall we need to break. And look at that. The destruction of structural elements of the house, like walls, is not permanent and will reset every few days. But that's a red note, and it's not handwritten, so that's a filthy lie. Okay, so there's part of the map of the basement. There's our southern antechamber door. Now, the weight room isn't as bad because, yes, we lose half our steps, but it's only a one-time thing. It doesn't happen every time we open it. Okay, so we'll draft the Great Hall. We actually want this door, I believe. Nope. That door is, in fact, locked. Okay, so we have the dark room, the archives, and the vestibule. Put in the dark room. We're not going to go into the dark room. We'll connect the nook. That way we at least know one side of the dark room. Pick up those 2 steps again. do the storeroom. All right, so now we're back at 20. Put in the den. I really am hoping for a freezer today. Huh. There we go, redraw our floor plans. Corridor. Security. Yeah, we'll do a laundry room. Okay, so let's see. This service costs 5 coins. We'll exchange all of your diamonds with all of your coins. This service costs 5 coins. We'll exchange all of your keys with all of your gems. And this service costs 10 coins, and we'll exchange all of your keys with all of your coins. That is actually amazing. I can see why people want this now. Let's do the spin cycle and exchange our gems for their coins. Now we have 36 gems, 2 coins. What does this one do? Does this one do anything? No, it doesn't. Use the lab. Every time we eat an apple, remove a crate from the tunnel. And I know that seems fairly useless, because when are we ever going to find out? Oh, look, an apple. I'm going to do the cloister and not the passageway, because the passageway tends to have locked doors. Cloister doesn't normally. Okay, since we have to draft one now, we'll draft the rotunda. I don't think we've ever been in the rotunda. Oh now that's handy. Okay, so I don't want to put in the vestibule because whenever we enter, 3 of the doors unlock and the 4th one becomes locked, but there is no telling which one's which. But I still want to get to the antechamber. So okay, that one's unlocked. There's our locksmith. We don't have enough for a key. Alright, this one's also unlocked. Okay, now we'll put in the passageway. Okay, we'll put in the boiler room. We only have 9 steps, so we are not getting much places here. We do need to make sure there's power. Oh, of course. Yeah. We've gotten to the antechamber. Got our basement key again. Continue up, you must go down. I really wish we had gotten Blessing of the Monk today. And there is no way we're making it back down to get to the northern. That also means we have to give up our power hammer. Unless try this passageway. We still have a chance we can get a freezer. Or a coat check. And I will take those chances. There's a freezer. Okay. A freezer is nice. I like that. We're going to use the power hammer in the freezer. That gets us an upgrade disc and another clue. The network servers are finally out of cold storage, or at least as many as we could fit into the surrounding walls of the grotto off the East Drive. The last few days have been very busy, but I'm glad I was able to take a short break from gardening to help Randolph install the network. It was, after all, the least he could do, since it was I who suggested the final location. We decided we were going to store the 2 unused servers here in Mount Holly's freezer. They should serve as readily accessible replacements should any of the primary consoles fail. Denny Ravane. Admin key RevaD. Now our assets are frozen, which means we don't have to worry about losing them tomorrow, which is going to be a great help because we are going to start with hella gems tomorrow. Look at that. I hate the fact that we just got this upgrade disc. And we can't even get to the laboratory to use it. Yeah, we only have 2 steps. So the moment we step out of here, we are toast. But that's okay, because we grabbed that from a location where it's not going to reset. So we can call it a day, and once we draft that room again, we'll be able to grab it. Go. Just making sure I had the right stream selected in OBS here. Now, if we had had Blessing of the Monk, we could have drafted our freezer directly into our outer room and just frozen our assets for the day after we collected more gems and everything. Restart the day and just kept going, building up our gems and our coins. Okay, so I want to do the root cellar today. I'm not going to bother going in because I know that there's never a shovel in there. Yeah, you're right, Nox. Probably would have been too easy. Alright, heading north, what do we got? Nothing I really want to put, but we'll put in the bedroom because, again, our goal for tonight is maximizing our steps. I will put in the locksmith because I want a special key. In fact, we have hella gold, so we might just grab as many special keys as we can. Okay, we got the silver key. Oh, we can only get 1 special key? Okay, fine. We'll grab the lockpick kit. And we can't grab the 3 keys because we don't have enough money. There's our kennel. With our good boy just waiting to be pet. Alright, we'll go to the commissary. Why is it every time I want a sledgehammer, you have a shovel? And when I want a shovel, you have a sledgehammer? This would be really nice if I had a shovel. Really? Gonna taunt me with the sledgehammers, huh? And the broken lever. Put in the lab on the off chance we get the freezer again. Because because that upgrade disc is important. We'll use our special key. We'll use our silver key here right now. Ooh. We haven't used the mechanarium yet, so let's see what this is all about. Mechanarium has one door for every gear in our, or every mechanic's room in our house. And of course, we can't pick the lock. Ugh. We'll have to come back when we have some keys. In the passageway. Yeah, we'll put in the hallway, which will automatically unlock one of those mechanarium doors. Means we can run right up here with the other key and unlock it. Put it in our walk-in closet. Two gems, a key, and a salt shaker. That's not that bad. Goal is, after all, to maximize our steps. You know what? Next 10 times we view our map, unseal one of the antechamber doors. Yes. Now all we have to do is make sure we can get to the antechamber. We have the kitchen. We'll do the club sandwich. Gets us a cool 16 steps. We'll leave the tomato soup for a moment. We'll put in the drawing room. We are not going to check our map yet, because now I want to save that until we absolutely have to use it. In the pantry. Okay. First things first. We have all these steps. We're going to retrace our steps. See if we can't put in a bedroom or something here. Nope, we can't. So we will go ahead and put in an empty closet, because that's not really going to affect us much. Okay. We're going to open up our northern antechamber door. Okay, get the bedroom for the extra 2 steps. Yeah, we'll do that for the plus 10. Alright, so we have an aquarium. We're gonna put in the foyer. We have our detector shovel. And of course, the foyer didn't do shit. We do have the key to the secret garden. We have an ordinary key. The problem I have with this is that because we can't view our map like we normally would, no idea where the fuck we are. We are nowhere near the antechamber, and we have no way to get there. Well, that sucks. Alright, well then let's go back to the code check. Thrower detector shovel. No. We want that as secret garden key. Let's put in the secret garden key, because the detector shovel is great, sure, but we can get a shovel almost every other run. A rustic shopping center. Okay. I had a feeling everything yesterday was going a bit too well. Put in our tool shed, not the tomb. Alright, so we have our metal detector. And we have our watering can. Yeah, but if I say I'm quitting for the day now, it knows I'm lying. Alright, so we have the battery pack. We have our battery pack and our metal detector, which doesn't do jack shit for us. But our metal detector does say that there is something around here. Ah, we have some coins. Yes, we're putting in our kennel. Again. No, I will never regret putting in a kennel. Oh, we will put in our kitchen. Okay, we'll do the club sandwich because I want 75 steps, damn it. Alright, so we're on the extreme east end of the house. We're drafting, or drawing room. Okay. Do our nurse's station. Get us some dice. We'll add the quest bedroom, which gets us 10 steps, and we get a key card. Awesome. Gonna go up this way. Put in another bedroom. There's our code check. We're going to retrieve our secret garden key. All the way over here. Alright, we're just going to hope the den has a locked door. Of course it doesn't. Okay, we'll do the corridor. Hallway. Okay, there was something else about the rumpus room that I needed to do. Oh, the rumpus room is part of the chess puzzle. Special key, please. Secret garden. You know what? Yeah. We'll use the watering can. Alright, there's number one. There's number two. There's our freezer. Of course. No shovel. We can't use gyms anymore either because they're frozen. Fine, it's cool. It's okay. And the door is locked, of course. Wow. Ooh, banana. There is nothing here worth saving for the next day. was giving me plenty of fruit and shit. But without a shovel, I'm screwed. The worst part is we got 3 antechamber doors open. If that tunnel hadn't screwed us over with that locked door, we would have gotten in room 46 tonight. Well, as long as we're down here, I am determined. Right, the red doors aren't open. I was about to say, I was determined not to make this a total waste of a night. I was gonna go upstairs, solve this gear puzzle again, get us another secret floor plan. One of those 2 white chests are 2 allowance tokens. Yeah, I totally forgot to bring the shovel out here. But then again, we didn't have the shovel long enough for us, or with didn't have the shovel with enough steps to get out here. Okay, I was about to say, I hope the game just didn't crash. Oh, wait, no, the admin key, that's right. What's that guy's name again? I don't remember his name. All right, give me 1 sec here, guys. Okay, sorry about that. All right, let's call it a day. Hope that we get a better day tomorrow. So now that I know that the freezer does in fact reset, we're not going to draft it unless we happen to have a burning glass or a power hammer, because that's just not worth it. All right, we've got the workshop, and it gives us a sledgehammer. Grab the storeroom. Okay, I guess we're also grabbing the utility closet. Kennel. Puppy. Clavis. Diamond is major. And the farmer's apple. Shovels! Fuck your security door. And a metal detector. You know, I'm honestly not getting why that other... oh, hey, look, the key to the secret garden again. Why this other boiler isn't giving any power. I'm sorry, was that too evil of a laugh? I mean, for the situation, it might have been too evil. Okay. Now we just have to make sure that we can run like hell, get down into the reservoir, and back up in 45 steps. We're in the secret garden. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it'll be about 12 to get down there and 12 to get back. We should have just enough to do it. But before we do that, let's see if we can't get a bedroom or something. Okay. So we have to put something in here now. So we're just going to put the lavatory in. Oh yeah, also, we're going to get fruit on the way. We can also put it in the throne room, but we don't have the requirements for the throne right now. But I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you guys want to see the throne room? Do 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 do. You know what? Let's put it, but we're not going to enter it yet. Okay, now we need to get down. Yes. Okay, turn here. So the other advantage of drafting the secret garden is that fruit begins to appear in every room. Not through the kennel. We want to go through the foundation. Naturally, of course, there's no fruit in the workshop. And of course, it won't even give me a turnip. Our detector shovel. We have the silver key. Okay, that'll be useful in a minute, I guess. Maybe. I am actually going to take a shortcut. Ooh, let me see if I have my rooms very quick. So every room corresponds to a chess piece puzzle. Or a chess puzzle piece, rather. We have a den that works for the pawn. We have a nook. We have a nook, so we have a rook. We do not have a chapel, an attic, a bookshop, or a rumpus room, so we don't have the bishop. We have the throne room, so we have the king. We don't have an observatory or security or an armory or a treasure trove, so we don't have the knights. And we don't have her ladyship's chamber or the study, so we don't have the queen. Damn. Alright, we're on the other end of the reservoir now. This is actually the safe house. Not where we want to go just yet. Damn it. Okay, so I thought the blue flame elevator would actually provide a really cool shortcut. But no, we gotta go through the basement. We can actually skip that cutscene. That's useful to know. One day, I will remember that I need to turn left from there instead of right. Okay, we need efficiency here. Give me a turnip or something. Okay, we've got 21 steps. We are golden right now. Where are you detecting things, metal detector? Are you detecting it in the throne room? Yes, you are. Ooh, what is this? Oh, that's a sanctum key. Hey, look! The other lever for the northern antechamber. But we're not going to bother with that. We're focusing. Because, finally, ladies and gentlemen, room 46!
There was once a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. He didn't see the birds or the changing of the leaves, and he never saw the sights of life's many symphonies. he couldn't see beyond the red shade he was aware. He never caught a glimpse of the world I had to share. But one day the prince saw something new. And if you look closely, you might see it too. The skies parted and the clouds withdrew. The prince had a new favorite color. The color blue.
That was actually a really sweet ending. So room 46 is what gets you the credits, but everything we've been doing with the Morajai, the mechanical gears, finding out more about the nations and such, that's all post-credit stuff. So we've been kind of doing this out of order, but because it's RNG, I really couldn't help that. So I just decided I'll take it as it comes along. But now that we've finally gotten to room 46, that crown is actually an item we can get. We just have to wait for the post-credits. And honestly, I don't care if we can skip them or not, because at this point, we've earned the credits. Oh, there's a dedication. Our new home. So it took us 78 days to finally get to room 46, which is not bad. I've seen some people have taken up to like 120, 150 days. We're going to save and continue because now that we have room 46, I have to see, do we have to get back to that in order to get to that crown? The next day. Oh, we got a trophy. Open only in the case or in the event of inheritance. Dear Baron, welcome to Mount Holly, your home. I still remember the first time I was addressed by my title. I was quite a bit older than you, but it still felt strange, especially after a lifetime of hearing my father addressed daily by that same title. But life is a journey of growth. Growing up, growing older, growing wiser. And in our case, growing into the Baron of Reddington. The Baron doesn't have to be a daunting figure. He could be quiet and unassuming, or loud, brash, and boisterous. He could be deceptive or trustworthy, humble or boastful, or any measure of other things, but always clever. When I inherited Mount Holly, I never had to prove myself. They just gave me the keys and left it at that. It felt too easy, too trivial, and very undeserved. Experience comes with time, but without validation, I spent the better part of my youth questioning myself. And as I grew older, that lack of conviction and aimlessness amplified. I never really had any goals or objectives to strive toward. I never had any dreams to realize. I never set my sights on something beyond the horizon. I never had a room 46 to reach. And now that you have reached your goal and are basking in your well-deserved glory, shiny trophy in hand and showered with accolades and titles, will you be content to stop there? Or will you look to the horizon and wonder what dreams lie ahead? Oven Niveri, Herbert S. Sinclair. That is fucking awesome. And we have the inheritance trophy. So anytime we draft a trophy room from now on, that will be in it. And of course we're going to do one more run. We have to do one more run tonight just to see if we can do it again. Pull off that hat trick. Because I want to see if I can get that crown. Go with the tool shed. We got a battery pack and a magnifying glass. Come on. Come on. Give me the damn magnifying glass. Before we get to the room 46, however, I actually do want to go back underground. Oh, wait. We can't go back underground yet. We do have to go back into Mount Holly because we need a boiler room and we need to turn on those red doors. Wait, unless we already did. Okay, we gotta check, Thankfully, it doesn't take long to get to the red doors. Okay, so we don't have power to the red doors. Right, we have the Mount Holly gift shop now. Okay, so this gives us some interesting options. The Mount Holly tee, a permanent addition to the walk-in closet. It just looks nice. I'd wear that, honestly. Lunchbox, a permanent addition to the dining room. When you reach rank 5 with Lunchbox, gain half of your dinner steps. Enjoy your lunch! Okay. Swim trunks, a permanent addition to the pool. A pair of trunks is always handy for swimming. Just be sure to bring some keys. Oh, they've got Swimbird on them! Dirigiblocks, home console edition, coming soon. Yeah, because we gotta put the boiler room in and power the commissary. Swimbird plushie, a permanent addition to the master bedroom. Unlock Dare mode. Dare mode. So I don't know about Dare mode. I haven't heard that. But I do know that in order to reclaim the crown, as the throne room says, and if we were to steal back a donation if we were to get the shrine, there is curse mode. I don't want to do curse mode because that's like hard mode. And we already know, just it took us this long to get to room 46. But we'll see if we do curse mode one day. Blue tints, a permanent addition to the campsite. Blue tints can only be purchased after you have proven your merit as a scout by obtaining 8 trophies in your trophy room. Okay, so we apparently do not have 8 trophies yet. Yeah, we'll do the drawing room. I'm gonna be honest, I like halfway expected those phones to start ringing at some point. Okay, we do want to use the bedroom. And there's no items in there. We're gonna put in a kennel. Puppy. Put in the parlor. What do you got? The black box is false. The black box is true. The false box contains the gems. Haha. Do the observatory. The sail. Ah, we have Draxus. No. Okay, we're gonna put in the study. So let me make a note here. Okay, so we have the bedroom. And the study. So we have the pawn and the queen so far. If we put in the rumpus room later, we get the bishop. Well, chapel, attic, bookshop, or rumpus room. We have the observatory, so we have the knight. So we need the office or throne room and one of the bishops. And we'll go, then we can go ahead and solve that chess puzzle. Okay, so we have the bunk room, the attic. The attic counts as a bishop room. Coin purse. Gem. Key. A safe deposit key. Key to the secret garden. A metal detector. Nice painting. A compass. A shovel. What is this? Dear Mrs. Marigold, thank you so much for giving our editors the opportunity to consider your illustrated children's book, The Red Prince. Unfortunately, I regret to have come to the conclusion that although the illustrations are wonderful, we do not think the material is a good fit with Ruffington's current catalog, and therefore we will not be pursuing a partnership at this time. If you provided us with a return envelope, your manuscript will be returned to you. Otherwise, it has been recycled. Thank you again for thinking of us here at Ruffington, and do not be discouraged to submit any work you complete in the future. We wish you every success in finding a home for your book. Thomas Yanders, Editor. Huffington Red Publishing, Children's Book Department, 205 Kankakee, Connecticut, 02117-2765. Change the ending. It's too political. Well, fuck you guys. Oh, shit. We got all that cool shit, and I completely screwed up everything. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Wait, yeah, I did. Because I don't have a key card. Damn it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We have a goal. You know what? I just remembered I had a shovel. I should have gone and grabbed what I needed to from the basement. It's okay. It's okay. Just calm down. That's what's getting us. That's what's causing me to make mistakes. Is I'm getting too excited or too frustrated, and I'm getting ahead of myself and rushing. Do the root cellar again. We will not go inside because we don't need to waste a step. One more sec. People just keep knocking at my door today. I don't know what it is. Okay. Okay, there's the study. That gets us a queen. Bedrooms are pawns, I believe. Yes, bedrooms and guest bedrooms are pawns. Okay, so only one green room has a chess piece association, and that is the conservatory. We're going to put in our kennel. Okay, so parlor will get us another pawn. This box contains the gems. This box does not contain the gems. The other two boxes are true. Yeah, I figured it was a filthy lie, but hey. Okay, the storeroom is another pawn. The nook. The nook gets its a rook. Okay. Let's try. Redrawing our floor plans. Okay, let's try that again. And one more time. Observatory will get us a night, but we don't have the gems for it anymore. Oh, shit. So now we have a square. Now I have to go find my original note. Where did I put my original notes? somewhere? I don't feel like screwing with it. Oh wait, a square is squared. So that's 3 squared. Three plus 1 squared. So 4 squared. That was incorrect. Oh wait, is that 3 squared plus 1? Or is that 3 squared plus 1 squared? Okay, so it's definitely not 12. And it's not 10. Okay, and if it's, well, no, because if it's 4 squared, if it's 3 squared plus 1 squared, that's still 12. What if it's 3 plus 1 squared? No, because that's 4 squared. Unless it's... Okay, it's not 6 either. Great job. So let's check out my calculator. Oh, a square bullseye means take the number of the indicated color and times it by itself. I just realized that you guys couldn't see me. I'm sorry. So that'd be 4 times 4, 8. Oh. 16? Okay, it is in fact 16. We figured that out. Now we do 5. Whoa. Okay, so it's 5 squared minus 15. That's a 0. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking cube. That still don't make sense. Okay, there we go. do the workshop. The gym. Shit. Alright, does the library have a room? Or a chess association? It does not. Security will get us a knight. I do want a utility closet because I want to turn off the lights in the gym. Yet. Right, I have security. That gets me a knight. I have a den, which gets me a pawn. The study gets me a queen. I have the observatory. No, I don't have the observatory. God. I do have a nook, which gets me a rook. So I don't have an office or the throne room. It'd be nice if you could just throw me a friggin' shovel. Dark room. Office, and I don't have the frickin'. Hello, yes, hi, I am frustrated. If I had a key card, I could at least keep building from security. Oh wait, I can build down from the gym. Ah yes, a pizza. Planetarium does not have a associated chess piece, but that's okay. We'll put it in the planetarium because if we don't manage to get what we need. Okay, her ladyship's chamber, that gets us a queen. So we don't have the throne room or the office. So we still can't use the king. Alright. It's okay, it's okay. We're gonna call it a day in here because that'll get us 2 stars, and we need to get up to 50 stars anyways. That's usually that we have 7 people watching. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? A metal detector and a sledge. Oh, that's a combo. So for right now, I'm putting getting back to room 46 on pause. I want to try and solve that chess puzzle. So we'll put in the den. Put in the nook. Oh, look, there's a trophy room, but we are not spending 5 gems on it, even if we had it. Okay, metal detector says there's still something over here. But where? Ah! Still don't have a broken lever. Put in the quest bedroom, because that should still count as a pawn. Drafting studio. Also counts as a pawn. But that way we know we have a pawn. And now we can choose to add one of these to our pool. Do the classroom. Much as I hate school, and I especially hate final exams. Da, 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 da. Do the parlor, maybe we can get some gems. Only one statement is false. Only one statement is true. The gems are in a box with a false statement. Okay. Whistling Hall. We'll do a corridor. Well, we're getting a lot of pawns. Okay, we'll do security. See, the problem I have with this is that we can only do her ladyship's chamber if we have a southern facing door on the west wing. The only other room that counts for a queen is the study. So we gotta hope that we get a study, or we somehow loop back around and get ourselves her ladyship's chamber. The observatory. She gets us a night and more stars. Sail Clavis and the Farmer's Apple. Okay. Okay, we'll do the library. Yeah, I guess we're doing the gallery. Nice to know we have the roommate key. Okay, so, oh yeah, we're only on rank 5. There's the office. Alright, so now we've got a king. Put in the clock tower. Clock tower gets us a rook. But also stopwatch. For the next 1 minute, you will not lose steps when entering rooms, keys when opening doors, or diamonds when drafting special rooms. Hell yes. Southward I see a swan, ashen-like sands of the shore, carried by westwardly winds. Rogue-like the moon of the north, eastward I see a crow, dark are the days coming forth. Okay, I know I'm wasting the time. That's okay. Shit. Fine, we'll do the code check. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Study. All right. So we have a study, queen. We have a clock tower, rook. We have the office, king. Bedroom, pawn. Security, knight. We need the chapel, the attic, the bookshop, or the rumpus room. And the problem is we don't have any more doors. That's okay, though. I want to at least see if we can get the rest of the puzzle to light up. All right. So I know the rook needs to be up here in the top. Wait, does it? Once again, things I put on my original notes that I don't have on me right now. Yeah. So the rook should be there. The queen here. Knight. Pawn. King. Or does it have to be where they're... Okay, so let's try this. Let's move our rook. Okay, so it has to be where their corresponding room is. That means our pawn should be 2 up from our rook. Our king, 2 up from our pawn. Our queen, over 2 and up 1 from our king. Our knight, down 2 and over 1 from our queen. And we don't have a bishop. Chapel, attic, bookshop, or rumpus room. So if we had gotten a bookshop from that library, we would have had our bishop. And our knight actually could have gone on either of those squares because both the observatory and security are knights. So close. Okay. This is what I'm focused on right now. I want to get this puzzle done. Okay. Din is good. Nook is good. Drawing room gets us another pawn, but that's okay. Do the courtyard. Observatory. Diamondus Major. Borealis, bloom of the sky. Go. Have that tunnel clear in no time. Sure, we'll put in a bedroom. The chapel. The boudoir. Does not have an association with anything, but I do want it for the steps. The kennel. The aquarium. Rumpus room. That takes care of any locked doors that Cloister might have had. The foyer. The office, which gets us our king. Let me see here. We have the king. We have the bishop. We have the knight, the pawn, the rook. let's get into that office and see if we can't draft her ladyship's chamber. Of course we can't. But why would we ever be able to do that? Because I said so. All right, let's see if we can't go solve that puzzle. All right. So our rook needs to be right here. Our knight, one up and one over from the rook. Our pawn and then from the pawn, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 over. Nope. There we go. Okay, and the queen will go directly across from the bishop. That is the king. Then from the queen, the king is 2 up. There we go. Choose your piece to receive a new permanent power. We have the pawn, the knight, the queen, the king, the bishop, and the rook. Okay. So we did that. There's something it said about you can't use the knight to do this the first time. Oh, okay. It's you can't use the armory in order to serve the puzzle. Because the armory only works when you have the Mantle of the Night. Okay, so with each power, we have the Ambition of the Pawn. When we reach rank 8 each day, we may choose Knight, Bishop, Rook, or Queen and gain the power of that piece until the end of the day. The Resilience of the Rook, we may draw floor plans up to 4 times when drafting the 4 corner rooms of our house. Piety of the Bishop, we do not have to pay tithes, instead we gain the 30 coins the first time we enter the chapel each day with this power. Mantle of the Night, we add the armory to our draft pool. Banner of the King, each day you may choose a color. Rooms of the chosen color are more likely to be drawn while drafting. And Gambit of the Queen, each time you draft a room on the Queen side, the west wing of the house, lose 5 steps and gain 1 common key. Okay. So... Sorry, I'm trying to see which power has the least downsides at the moment. So, yeah, I agree with them right now. Let's just do the Mantle of the Night. We'll add the armory to the draft pool. Yeah, and the problem is every time we want to do this, we have to unlock the pieces. So, I think we have to do this puzzle again and again and again. But because we have the armory, and we still have steps... You know what? Before we do that... This seems like a better use of the time right now. Because I know one of these white chests has my allowance tokens. I see 4 white chests, and I have 4 keys. Only 1 blue box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. Okay, that's utterly useless. There's our allowance tokens. This box contains 3 allowance tokens. Fucking genius. Sanctum key isn't a wipeout. We already got the sanctum key. We don't have the sanctum key anymore. I mean, that one we already used. The other one we didn't get to use. The prize is in a box marked by woo. And since we're down here, oh shit, we don't have a boiler room, so we still can't do the gear puzzle. You guys thought it was going to be that we got to room 46, and then we just ended the game because the credits rolled, didn't you? Well, surprise, surprise, there's more! We don't have an outer room. How do we not have an outer room today? We'll do a trading post. Do you have any items we can trade? Let's trade this telescope. For a secret garden key? Okay. What if we trade the secret garden key? For a lockpick kit? No. Salt shaker for a magnifying glass? No. No, we are not doing the shovel for the car keys. Oh yeah, I still haven't done that, damn it. This is why I need someone in voice chat with me sometimes, is because I keep forgetting to do things that I keep saying over and over and over and over that I'm gonna do. Okay, so somewhere around here, there will be a dig spot. There it is. The lost and found. So, it'll give us 2 rare items, but whenever we enter this room, we will lose 1 random inventory item, which is okay, because like every other room that we have like that, we can cheese the shit out of it. All we need to do is go in on a day that we have items that we don't care about. We have the Blessing of the Monk active. And then we call it a day in the Lost and Found, come back out the next day, draft the Lost and Found as our outer room, and thus we don't have any items that we can lose, but we get 2 rare items. I need somebody or someone with a functioning brain. That's why I have my notes. And you know what I didn't put on my notes? Dig up the thing. Wait a minute. Yes, I did. It was staring me there, in the face, the entire time. Dig in the basement. I have everyone to blame but myself. Oh look, the lost and found. Screw it. What am I going to lose? My shovel? I have lost my shovel. I don't know what I expected. But we gained an upgrade disc. And a watering can for what good that does us. And a Morajai puzzle box. Okay, so lavender is our... That took me a bit. Oh, look, a pawn. Of course, the key doesn't fit. We're not to the extreme yet. Luxury items for sale. An emerald bracelet, an ornate compass. Ooh. Oh, you do not have to pay the gem cost for floor plants. Okay, that's worth it. Ornate compass. While drafting, you may rotate the first 3 floor plans you draw. Kind of worth it. The chronograph. While drafting, you may rewind time after drawing new floor plans. You are more likely to draw tomorrow rooms while drafting. Okay. The silver spoon. Whenever you gain steps from eating, gain twice that many steps. Okay. Oh, that looks damn good. Nice porterhouse. And plus 30 steps because I had that showroom. Oh, 31 because I had the salt. I had the chance to put in a boiler room. And I let it go. I could have powered the red doors. Alright, we'll just go with our dark room. Okay. Hello, pup. Oh yeah, we lost our shovel. Who knows if we'll be able to get it, but more fun to pretend like we can, right? Of course it's locked. That's okay. Do I have security? I have the office. Yes, I will pet you every time I come through here. Upgrade disc. The spare hall. Okay. What can we do? We can do the spare foyer. Hallway doors are always unlocked. Spare secret passage leads to a color of our choice. Or the spare great hall, 7 locked doors. I want to do the spare foyer. Because that will help us out a lot. Okay, so we have the watering can and the salt. Don't think we need anything else. We're going to call it a day. A garden shopping center. Alright, one more night, and then we're going to call it a night. Because we've been going for almost 3 hours now. We'll add schoolhouse. The one thing I'm not going to do, because there's no reason to ever do it, is turn any of those gas valves again. Because the moment one of those gas valves is turned and that blue flame goes off, we lose that elevator. And that's ridiculous. There's no reason for that. We will do the conservatory. Clock tower will become standard. Boudoir is already standard. Empty closet is going to become unusual. Yep, we'll do the kennel. I could have sworn I put a mailroom in a couple days ago, but okay. Hey, you. We'll do the library. Gallery. Damn it. Got Draxus again. Okay, so we didn't put anything in the co-check last time. That's a just in case. Yes, we will put in the boiler room. Sure, we'll put in the archives. Okay. So our red doors are now open. Really wish we would put in a bedroom or a quest bedroom. Okay, so we need to rotate that gear just once. Okay, that leads to our reservoir room. So that's the next place we want to go. Alright, I hope that's it. Yes, it is. Oh, look, another one of these annoying locks. Luckily, I know the combination. Okay, so it is May 8th. There we go. The gym, and red letter number 1. May 8th. Dear Baron Sinclair. To begin, my name is Worth Laud. My father used to work for your father, the Right Honorable Baron Thomas Sinclair, between the years of 1915 and 1918. The former having died last month at the advanced old age of 89, may he sleep in soot and ash. He left behind his widow, 7 children, and 30-odd grandchildren. I write to you today, however, not to inform you of these family affairs of little consequence, but to tell you a little bit about my father. He lived his life towering above us in solemn silence like many members of his and your father's generation. He never spoke of the work he did in the mountains of Reddington, or the famous estate in which he was stationed. He never spoke of the Baron, not once. I tell you this only to relate that he never betrayed the confidence your father placed in him. The secrets he kept for your family, he took with him underground. His elderly comrades and colleagues from his old mining outfit proved, however, to be not nearly as discreet and considerate with their words. During the wake, fueled by a seemingly endless supply of spirits, these venerable gentlemen embarked on a journey down memory lane, recounting as much of the good old days as they could dredge up. While such reminiscing might typically be dismissed as the fanciful ramblings of age, the volume and specificity of their accounts lend a certain credence to their words. Now me, I am not a presumptive man. I don't presume these stories to be true. I don't presume your house is host to secrets of this magnitude. Yet, I find myself irresistibly drawn to the idea of sharing these tales, true or not. They seem, after all, stories worthy of being heard. I wonder if my current abundance of idle time fuels the surge. Perhaps I have too much time on my hands. Perhaps, if one were to engage me in some worthwhile and profitable enterprise, my eagerness to pass the time by telling stories would be curbed. I eagerly await your response from a lordship. Mr. Worthlaud. We're not blind to the irony of blackmailing you for a blackmail letter, and we're not proud to join the endless procession of those who have knocked on your mailbox looking for a handout, particularly so when our methods lack the refined sophistication and class that this author so effortlessly wields. Foreman's Log 102, date January 13th, 1916. I knew what we were looking at as soon as we uncovered the first spire, but it wasn't until the first floor plan was unearthed that most of the crew realized what ruins we were exhuming. The border was the same pitch as the sunless cavern we found it in, a dark, trimmed floor plan of ill-fated Orindia. We had found an authentic black print. The sooner we seal this site back up, the better for us all. So this is the black print. And that is the treasure trove. Plus 5 coins for each time we've drafted the treasure trove. The treasure trove also has some other things going for it, but this is not the night for that. The treasure trove is exactly what I wanted to accomplish, and we have accomplished that. So, we're going to go ahead, we're going to call it a day, and we're going to quit. So, thank you everybody who joined. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for spending the time with me. Please make sure to come back. Enjoy the time again. We are far from done streaming Blueprints. I also stream Oblivion. I may start streaming Chrono Cross once we get done with enough of one or the other of Blueprints or Oblivion. Remember, tomorrow night is our final session of the Leverage RPG, and then Howling into the Void is back on schedule. I don't know what topics we'll talk about. We'll figure it out. Next Tuesday, we will be on Twitch in order to play some more D&D. Our party is, in fact, currently in prison, all but 2 of them, so it is time to see what our monk and our thief do in order to get their wayward friends out of jail. Past that, if you would like to join our cult, enjoy the content, and like to follow us, please join the Discord, follow us on Blue Sky, follow us on Instagram. If you would like to support the channel, help me make some more cultish things and revel in the chaos, our Patreon is down below. It has launched, it's going fine. Around July, it will be switching to a monthly membership, so if you want to hold off on that, I understand. The tiers are reasonably priced. We have $1, $2, $5, and $10 tiers. So that is, you know, everything from a cup of coffee to a pair of pants, man. It's affordable. I don't plan on changing those tiers at all whatsoever. Anyways, after that, Fridays, 10:15 p.m. every Friday, I will be on Pirates of the Geek Vortex over on Olav Productions. Go ahead, check us out there. Olav and I and the rest of the crew always have a really great time. We ramble on a bunch of shit, geek stuff, nerddom, sometimes politics if we get pissed off enough, games, board games, D&D, old anime, whatever happens to cross our mind. And every final Friday of the month is game night, where you, the audience, get to play with us because we do Jackbox, we share the room codes, you get to join in the fun. It is always a great time. So with all of that said, remember, it's not goodbye, it's until next time.